I'm going to Montana.
So we're out here going for gems.
We're at the Sapphire.
Sapphire in Montana. Sapphire Gem Park.
Yeah, it's
Gem
like
Mountain.
a gem mountain. That's what it is. Sapphire Gem Mountain. So we're gonna come right over here. Let me kind of show you guys the parking lot real quick. Here's the parking lot. Got that tip jar.
Two buckets. Okay, take two. And then I'll show you how to wash it. And then, are you a veteran?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for your service, and I'm going to bring you a free screen for being a veteran.
Nice.
Okay, so let's head over here.
All right. I'm gonna record it how it's done.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Okay. We travel a lot. I YouTube a lot, so.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, you'll have fun today. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm bouncing because I want to bring the sapphires to the bottom. They're actually heavier and clean them. And then I'm going to rock it to bring them to the center and then turn it. And you do this about 5 or 6 times to move them because they're actually heavier. And then when I go to flip this, we're going to be in the middle. All on top for you. And you're looking for all colors. I've seen a lot of pinks in this gravel. Yeah, and we just had a guy get a 6.49 blue one today, carat.
Wow.
Huge, it's gorgeous, yeah. So he might still be inside. Yeah, he's still inside, but you'll have to take a look at it. It's like the size of a marble.
So that just brings you said the stones to the bottom.
Yeah, to the bottom, because they're heavier. And then you'll have the larger rocks on the outside, smaller in the middle, and then let's go flip it, and then you'll see this, all the sapphires in the center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A little bit and then turn it. Turn.
And the way we wash it, it brings them to the center. So if you can't bring them to the center, you're just creating a little bit more work for yourself, but as long as you get them clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so here they are. All these, oh, you got a yellow, the green, and then what you do is you keep your lid on, because if this falls off the table, you'll lose your sapphires.
Oh, no.
Okay, so for example, see how they sink? They're heavy. Oh, here's a nice size one. And then just pop it right through the hole.
Oh,
Okay. So you'll find mostly here how I wash it, then kind of slowly go through it. You don't see any, take your brush it off the table, we'll clean the table and start over.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring you a special screen though, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's so awesome.
I left the water underneath the table.
All right, babe.
Alright, so I'm going to start with this one.
Well, I'm so short. I need like a, what do you call this? A little chair, booster chair. Thank you. Booster chair. Because I'm so short.
You are welcome.
There you go. Ah, thank you.
Look at this. Is this the one? This little clear one?
Oh yeah, those are all sapphires right there.
This is a nice
Yeah. Okay, good luck you guys.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thanks.
And if you get too hot, let us know and we'll put you over in the shade or something.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. So here's your screens and good luck.
Thanks. You can kind of look at this.
Yeah, because this one was taken.
This one. Look at Quartz.
Oh, wow.
Look at the camera, so dirty.
I know.
Ready?
Yeah, it's recording.
Alright.
Is that the way she was doing it? I thought she had it underneath the whole time.
You get it underneath so that you can get the dirt off.
Oh, okay.
That's the dirt.
Okay, let me try it now. Just put it up here and you can hold the camera.
Good.
How'd you get up here? Because I'm too short.
Change over. We go and dig for gems. Isn't it great? A little archaeologist. Yeah. It's alright, we're outdoors. Turn it.
Okay. Think that's enough or no?
Yeah, that should be good. As long as most of the dirt's gone, that's the biggest thing you're trying to get away, the dirt. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's go see what we got here. Woo!
I don't know if I turn it right.
Yeah?
What did they say to put it towards you or away from you?
Towards.
Like this
Like,
way?
yeah, flip it that way. And you gotta be fast. Do it like a torta. Alright. See what we got.
So we're done, and now we're going to go up here to the Gem Mountain. It's like their little area that they have gift shop, and then they also have the jewelers that are in here. So we're going to go talk to the jewelers about our find. This is Angel and I's findings.
Where are you guys from?
Washington.
Very cool.
We just woke up this morning and decided to take a road trip.
Wow. How long did it take you to get here?
6 hours.
Oh, that's not bad. So this white stuff, all quartz. I can tell just because I've looked at so many millions of sapphires, but another way you can tell is by their weight. I could weigh one that is similar in size to this, and this isn't going to weigh anything, and the sapphire is going to weigh more because there's a lot of minerals inside those stones. A lot of titanium, and that's what makes our sapphires blue. We have a lot of iron, which makes them yellow. He's kind of yellowy. But you get your blue paint and your yellow paint together, and we get a whole lot of green. That's our most prominent colors, the greens
Yeah, I see
and the
a lot
teals.
of green in there.
Yeah. So where is your travels going to take you to from here?
We're going now to Crystal Park.
So you know you've got to have all of your own tools and stuff when you go
Yeah,
up
we
there.
brought it all.
Have you ever been up there before? Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of hints about going to Crystal Park. I actually grew up around Dillon, and I used to go out there when I was younger with my dad and get firewood. And we'd look for the trees that would fall over as kids, and we'd dig through the bottoms of those trees because we didn't have shovels and things to dig with. So when you're out there, it's going to look like a big minefield. Huge pits and holes.
That's what we saw online. Yeah.
So at least once a year, if not twice a year, they will go out and cover up all the holes. So you're not sure where somebody's dug before or not. You don't want to end up digging in someone else's hole. So what you do is you look for a hole, but what you want to look for the levels of the dirt. And so if you can see the topsoil, then it changes and it changes color, and then you get down and you get down. That's not been dug in before. If it's all the same color, it's a filled in hole.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
so where, I mean, it's lots of trails.
There's lots of trails, and you know what? I've had good luck everywhere I've dug out there.
Oh, okay.
But I also know that I'm looking for those holes that have the layers. Drop down in those holes, start digging. The layer that looks like it's got rotting apart granite, pebbly looking stuff, that's the layer you want. That's where those quartz pieces are going to be.
Okay. So where they're
And
going.
also looking for amethyst. You can find purple amethyst in
See,
there
that's
as
what I want
well.
to find is purple amethyst.
I never have. Crystal Park. Yep, I've never found an amethyst, and one day I went up there with my daughter, and we were actually leaving because we just had enough. And this guy had brought up his grandson, first time ever up there, but a chunk of amethyst like that.
Oh my gosh, they
killing
got
me.
lucky.
They did.
Yeah, my uncle told me about it. He goes up there, but he wasn't able to do it in August. So I said, well, let's just go.
Well, and you know, you just have to move a lot of dirt. You know, it's like if you've got your own shakers and you've got your own screens, you can go through a lot. Alright, so now I'm going to go through here and pick out anything that's a half a carat or larger that I don't see flaws in. It's like this one, you can look down into it and you can see the lines and the cracks and things in it. That's what I'm looking for right off the bat. How many buckets did you guys go through? 2. You're pretty good. You just don't think that guy is big enough. 0.42, and what we need is a half a carat or larger, so this little pink guy is just not big enough.
So we found one pink one.
So those are still all sapphires. They're just your show and tell ones. We just can't cut them. So now we're going to take a look at these ones up close and personal, and I'm looking for air bubbles and flaws inside of the stones, not necessarily anymore on the outside.
Ever since you turn into town and start whining, he's going. No, it's fine.
So this one, these are those stones that it's hard to look into, because there's a lot of all these little ridges and layers and all these pitch points. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that stone on the inside. It's perfect.
That stone's a good stone?
That
Nice.
stone's a good stone. So size-wise, if you look at this thing, it's carat weight on the bottom. That's finished weight. This is its millimeters on top. It's hanging out between that 4.5 and 5, and it loses 1.5 millimeters on average coming down after we cut it. So that's the size he's going to be. That's a nice size stone.
Yeah, that's a nice size stone. I don't know, we'll see after we're done. They ship them back to us.
And you're going to have a whole lot of cool show and tell stones. The value in these is what you just paid for in that bucket of dirt outside.
Oh, okay.
When you heat treat them and facet them, when that stone's done, even if it comes back at a 4, I would probably, if you had it in a piece of jewelry and you lost it, that's going to be a $300 or $400 stone if you want to sell. If I sell you one to replace the one you lost, the value isn't having them finished. And it's just when you got all these cool ones that you can save, you know, do those ones later. Got lots of cool ones just to look at. These guys, you can clean them all off in white vinegar, and it's going to take the hard water stains off of them.
Okay, white vinegar, okay.
Yep. Save like that water bottle.
Yeah.
When it's all empty, put these in there, put just enough water or the vinegar in the bottom. Every time you see it when you walk by during the day, shake it up for about a week, rinse them off, take them out, and all of this stuff that, like how this one's starting to look white, that'll all be gone.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just hard water stains.
The sprinkler system when it dries.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, all the crunchy stuff on there. White vinegar will dissolve that like crazy.
Yeah, that's what we did for our windows. We just
Some bigger ones you got over here and the ones that are in between.
So how much I mean, if we were to get these done, how much would they be worth?
So just like diamonds, they're valued when they're finished. Color, cut, clarity, and carat weight. By industry standards, these blue ones that are the most true blue without green have the higher value. You know, so even if these two come exactly the same, if this one's more teal, it's worth less. Not by a whole lot. But even these smaller ones,
If you do one stone, heat treating and faceting, it's $49.
Oh,
These finished, a piece I would not sell you for $49 when they were done. So, you know, these ones are, it's
just
worth it to
those
do
ones
that.
over there.
Yeah,
The
these
bigger
are the ones. So these bigger ones over here, you know, they're gonna be worth anywhere from $200-300 up to $500 or more. Just depends on how well they clear up and what color they turn.
Yeah.
Haha, I got you yawning.
No. The sun got me yawning.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, we'll definitely send them back because the first of the month is coming around the corner.
Well, and it's worth it because by the time if you were to go buy a piece of jewelry that had those two stones in it, you know, you're paying $1,000 or more for a piece of jewelry that you can do for less than $500.
exactly. So
And
that's
not
what I
just
want.
that,
And that'd be
you got-
really
you
nice
got it.
because that'd be nice on a ring.
Yeah, and not just that. It means more because we dug it out. Well,
You dug it out.
Yeah.
It's yours.
That makes
You
sense.
found it. Good. So 30 carats, 30.68 total carats. And that is in your show and tell ones. One, two, four,
So
6,
cool.
8, 9 total pieces.
We love gems. Like our wedding rings are moonstone.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have them on because we were
was
going to
like-
come digging.
Yeah, we didn't have one. Yeah, exactly. We don't want to lose
Yeah.
them, scratch them, or anything.
Yeah, because they're very delicate.
They're
I
very
have it custom made.
well. And moonstone is one of those semi-precious stones that are softer. And you know, any of the birthstones, including moonstone, but like garnet, peridot, citrine, ametrine, all of those are much softer. You know, so you do have to just take care of them.
Yeah, we lacquered it, and polished.
Because it's on silver.
It's on silver.
It's so
So-
pretty. Well, and like I tell people, you know, if I were to again get married or start over and pick a different ring to be my wedding ring, I don't think I would pick a diamond.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
either.
Because there's so many other colors and so many fun things, including sapphires. I had this one made when I turned
So this
50.
one was 7 point,
That's their total carat weight.
and this is the cuttable one.
Yep.
Awesome. Did you pick that yourself? You found that out here?
Took me 7 years to find it. Of course, I've lived down the road for a lot more years than that. And what's even funnier, it sat in a bag in my garage for 2 years.
And you didn't know you had it.
Didn't even know I had it.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're excited so that I know that these can be cuttable and we can send them in to you. That would be great.
Yeah.
Which we will definitely do. But I'd like to make a ring out of it. It'd be nice.
Yeah. And they'll just be rounded like this so they can
You
be
know,
placed.
a stone that is about a carat and under is automatically going to go round. So all of them but this one right here, they may try to get a specialty cut out of that one. Even though this one's bigger, its shape is round. You know, you don't want to try to make it into something it's not. If you try turning that into a marquee stone, which is kind of pointed on both ends, you're going to have the tiniest little thing you ever saw.
But this one right here, we can actually try to, they might try to make it different. That'd be
Different,
awesome.
yeah, because it is a little bit longer than it is wide.
And it's not like gold or silvers or metal.
All right, so I'm just keeping one here.
Yeah. Don't mind us. We do a lot of videoing because we have a website.
You're fine.
We don't put faces or our voice will be heard.
Here's Royce.
To me.
That is so awesome.
All right, so I'm going to need a name, address, and telephone number on there. And I'm assuming you want to do just regular priority mail for $10, or do you want it insured?
Probably insured, don't you? Yeah. Well, what do you
Have any
think?
problems with your mail? I mean, have you ordered stuff from Amazon and it
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
show up?
I always have stuff from Amazon show at my house.
You know what? Then
We
I'm
order
worried.
all the time from Amazon.
All the time.
$10 is just fine.
Prime members.
Us too. It just had Prime Days the other day, and I'm like, oh, good lord.
It's super nice size. Look at that.
And then you can, when it comes back in, you can show people what it looked like.
I know, it's
Before
gonna be
and the after.
amazing.